This cannon was excavated from the North Pier and restored for the Silver Jubilee of H.M. Queen II. These turnstones, which are very tame. Cute little birds. Just chase the others off. Sorry to give you right beta, lads. What about this one? This one's a different colour, isn't it?
Sorry?
Classic bird on the classic boat, and he doesn't give a stuff about the wavy flags. These are it's a fleet of Yorkshire 1 designs. I think it's the only fleet in the UK. You can see classic wooden gentleman's keel boat. Very comfortable. The flags are not in celebration, the flags are to keep the seagulls off. See, a white rose. You lads, eh? Don't like pirate signs very much. And there's also a fleet of these Contessa 26s. Just okay. These are York 1 designs.
Yorkshire 1 designs.
Yorkshire. Oh man, I better get that right. They're Yorkshire 1 designs.
Yeah.
And how many of them in the world?
I think there were. Let me just get my facts right on these. I think there were 13 ever built. The first
13.
There were 6 built in the first place in 1897.
The oldest 1 design racing yacht.
Certainly in England.
In England. Older than the Bridlington 1 designs.
Yes.
Because they go back quite a way.
These are 1897.
Are they?
And
boys.
What? No, they are. These are 1897, and they were first built in down in Itchen Ferry in Southampton, and they all came up by train to Bridlington.
So you Northerners had to go all the way south to get some decent shipwrights to build racing yachts.
Do you know that in 1791 Whitby was the 3rd biggest shipbuilding harbour in the country after London and Newcastle? It was. That was in 1791. So I think we had the shipwrights here, but I don't know why they went down to.
And will these? I assume they're designed so they don't slam in that awful north coast chop.
Yeah, so they're slightly cod-headed. I mean, if you look at the
cod-headed, is that the word?
That's the word. If you look at the bow,
yeah,
they're slightly cod-headed, so that we get a short chop, and then they don't slap as badly in the chop, or hopefully they go into the chop. But actually, most of us put weights in them as well. So I've got a 56-pound sackway in the front, just to keep a nose down.
And you race with 2 or 3 people?
Most people race with 3, but I race with my son Fred.
And it's all sitting down, is it?
Oh no. Yeah, the foredeck man is very.
Oh,
much...
you put the foredeck man on the foredeck.
Oh, absolutely.
All the time you're racing, he's on there, is he?
For most of the time,
Is he really?
sitting out. Obviously, there's no guardrails.
No.
Fred, would you like to just demonstrate where you sit when you're racing?
Where I sit?
Yeah.
Well, it varies, doesn't it? Well, if it's in a heavy wind, I just sit over here, like down there, like that, with feet over.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I sort of, where do I sit? Kind of like
Down there, out of the wind somewhere.
That's right, yeah.
Wow, you guys. Okay, and do you do the maintenance yourself?
Some of it, every other year, and then Jo Irving built this boat, or rebuilt it. As I say, she was built in 1947 originally, but I restored it 4 years ago. And Jo Irving, it goes back to him in Barton-on-Humber to be fettled up for bits and pieces every other year, and then I do the varnishing every other year. So
and you guys really stick to wooden masts. You don't allow metal masts.
Wooden masts, completely wooden masts. There's Crispin, who's the class measurer, is a stickler for all the ins and outs of it. And I mean, this is a collars mast, which I've had made again about 4 years ago. But a lot of them are chopped down dragon masts.
Oh, are they?
And that's where the rig came from, because obviously they were gunter rigged when they were first designed in 1897. They were a gunter rig. And then in about the 1960s, they were all re-rigged with these Bermudan rigs. And when the dragons went on to aluminium masts, they
You pick them up cheap.
picked them,
Well done,
the
lads.
wooden ones up.
Okay, how long?
27 foot.
And what
2
do they draw?
inches. 3'6".
And the beam, 7 foot, is it?
6 foot. 6 foot. 6 foot. Yeah, 6 foot.
And sail area?
Oh, pass.
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 Have you got
Don't know.
spinnaker, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The spinnakers aren't big. Yeah, they're very manageable.
I must say, it looks absolutely delightful.
Well, we when we redid it, I insisted on having all bronze below and stainless steel on top because I like bronze.
So do you know that your son's going to look after it when you go?
I hope he might. I'll enjoy it first.
Very good. This one was 1897, which is the...
built 1897.
Yeah.
Joker was built in 1947 with Jester, which is the one there. Ireland Theo is an original, which is the cream one, and then Dither and Pop is an original. That's 1897.
Wow.
And then,
There are an amazing number of wooden boats in this harbour, aren't there? Even the cobbles.
yeah, I mean the three brothers have
Yeah.
been completely rebuilt, and I think we're an old-fashioned lot, aren't we? Really?
So are these older ones competitive with the younger ones?
Oh, absolutely. They're every bit as good, if not better. And actually, the guys who are on them are good as well. I mean, Mona is the orange one. Is Crispin Blythe's, and he's been sailing here since he was.
They've got lovely arses, haven't they?
They're very pretty.
Yeah,
The stern's very
yeah.
pretty.
Was it? I think Albert Strange said that it takes any fool can design a bow. It takes a genius to design a stern,
Yeah,
and
well,
that's
about right.
yeah. One time I assume there would have been a whole fleet of these, different sizes and shapes. I really like the idea that the locals here still like the cobble shape. So there are a few sailing cobbles, but there are also some old working boats which are cobble hulls which have been converted. So they're still being looked after, which is great. Never been in a harbour where there are so many wooden working boats. There's an old cobble. There's a converted cobble. There's one that's just rotting but being used as a storage area. There's a preserved one. This bloke just said that, just talking to this chap here, he said that these have been built as motorboats, even though they've got a cobble stern. And he said they're good in the little short chop that they get here. Moving those rudders on and off looks like a backbreaker though. Now, you Yanks won't know, but this is Dennis the Menace and his dog Nasher. Our Dennis the Menace, not your Dennis the Menace. Another little cobblestone there, look. Like that little motor cruiser. And he will also wreaths and ashes scattered at sea by arrangement. I guess they don't want people just chucking it over the side. Bridlington used to have just moorings and boats in cradles. 2 years ago they put in these drying pontoons. There used to be just lots of scabby little boats. I think it costs about £1,000 to keep that one here. So there are quite a few less than immaculate ones. However, the lozenges have arrived. But I like a walk on pontoon, so I'm not going to complain. The drying nature of the harbour will keep the worst of them out. You can see that the lozenges have started to appear, attracted by the pontoons. The harbour will change forever.